Today we're going to have a look at ST's features in version 10 Plus fairly quickly, so let's begin. In the search bar, you can type in something like this. You can click on Engines, you can click on Bing, Google, DuckDuckGo, or any others in this list. You can also click on Places, you choose YouTube, or again, any others in this list. If somebody asks a silly question, you can type it in here. Click this, generate the link, copy it, and pass this link to the person who asked the silly question. When they click on it, it'll animate a cursor, automatically start typing, and show the results. We have a random quote that automatically generates every single time you refresh the page. We have a speed dial. We can add shortcuts. As an example, YouTube. Type in YouTube, hit OK. We can click it, and it'll go right to YouTube. If you want, you can move it around. When you refresh, it'll stay there. Perhaps you want to delete it, you can. You can do the same with all the others. We have a couple of microphones. One, we can place the voice to text in the input, and the other one will actually submit the results. So let's do an example here. Hello world. Now we clear it. Let's try this one. Hello world. Unfortunately, this one will not work on Firefox. We have an on-screen keyboard. When you click it, you can type in anything that you want. You can drop it down, open it back up. You can have caps on. You can have shift cap. We can delete. We can type in hi, and we can submit as well from here. You can also clear the input from here. You can type in anything in the input. Hello, as an example. You can hit enter on your keyboard to submit it. You can open it in a new tab, or of course, the old classic submit button. We have notes. We can click on info, short notes, type in hello world, and this will save the local storage, so the next time when you refresh, it'll still be there. We'll quickly have a look at the menu. So you can open it from here, or from here. We can click on Site Settings. We can hide the speed dial, the quotes, mini quote, home header, home footer, and if we really wanted to, we can hide the wave. And next time when you reload, it'll say save like this. When you open up the menu, you have other links in here. We got news, tools, others, and some other settings in here, including themes, dark black, dark mode, nightscape, Morbius, and eventually there will be more. So the next time when you reload the page, it'll stay like that. When you click on the logo, it can bring you to a random page on Wikipedia. Now let's have a look at the search page. Let's type in cheese. So we have our main results on the left-hand side here. We have Wikipedia here, dictionary, Urban Dictionary, and a YouTube video. We even have more wiki, which you can view all. You can collapse it back to its original state. We have news on the right-hand side. If you don't like the ads here, you can go into the menu, go to Site Settings, right here. Now they're gone. You got your images, and of course your web results. If you really wanted to, you can watch a YouTube video. Let's click this one, and you can play it right here. We can close it, If we want to hide other things on this page, we can do so. We can hide the news on the right-hand side. Perhaps you want to hide the whole entire sidebar. There you go. Same thing goes with the right container. You can hide that as well. Let's just hide all of it, just to kind of give you a rough idea. Looks fairly clean. If we want to, we can also add search keywords, like so. At the top, we have shortcut links. And the same notes that you've seen on the main page, right here as well. We can clear and reload. We can even print it. And the same keyboard. So we can clear this one as well. In the autocomplete menu, we can type in Paris as an example. And when we do click on this, next time when we open up the autocomplete menu, as example cheese, you can see this recent searches right here. We can clear it if we wanted to. It'll only show up to 5. So when we click on Paris and hit enter, if we didn't want to result from here, we can also go to the right-hand side right here where it says Google Maps. If we want to look at Google Maps, we can. Well, there's Paris. We do have some Easter eggs on this page. As an example, we type in animate, roll, barrel, roll, invert, peekaboo. It says I see you. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. And there's many others. You can see them when you go to help. Search page features. This is everything on the search page. And here's the Easter eggs here. Now let's have a look at some of the tools on the site. Let's open up the menu. Let's go to pages. And let's scroll down to page tools. We'll select the first one, color picker. Just a simple color picker. If you want to hide ads, you can go up into the menu. Go to site settings. Go down to add containers. And you can hide it. Emoji selector. Fancy font generator. HTML builder. Created by TinyMCE. You type in anything in here. What's really nice about that HTML builder is I wrote everything that you see in here using that. So as an example, go to source code. I'm going to type in my source code in here, put just the original, hit save. There it is. Everything that you see that's in help here is now in here for me to edit at any time. Then go into source code, copy it, and paste it back into the page. We have a large clock, old timer, show you your calendar, stopwatch, countdown timer. We can go to alarm. Notepad, super handy. All local storage. We can add a new note. As you can see, there's your notes. When you refresh, they will stay like that. Joys about this is you can actually back this up onto your computer. I'll show you that later. Password generator. We can keep it complex. We can generate this code. We can remove it, copy. If we wanted to go with letters, we can just generate letters, numbers, or custom, like SearchThat as an example, and it will tweak that. If we want, we can add 50. Let's make it complex again. Regenerate. There's 50. You can regenerate all of them. We have resistor calculator for the hobbyists that work with electronics. As an example, we could have one that's brown, black. Let's go with red. Makes more sense. And let's go to gold. You can do 5 bands, 6 bands, or you can clear it and reset over again. We have system info. Now I did put up a policy notice here because this gives off a lot of sensitive information. Only you see it. It's actually pretty shocking what your browser gives up. Let's do a sneak peek. So this is all the info right here that your browser will give up. I'm not going to hit show because I don't want to show you everything, but you can check out your own if you like. To-do list, you can add a task, cheese, need more cheese. I like cheese. Maybe you got your cheese, enough, right? Refresh, example. Maybe we want to remove just marked tasks, we can do that. Maybe we want to clear them all, we can do that as well. This whole thing can be backed up as well, which I'll show you again later. We have 64-bit text encryptor. It's just base 64. You can type something in here like hello world. And then you can copy this. And somebody can come in here and they can decode it. So you can encrypt it and decrypt it. We have a couple others in here, alien, binary, pretty much the same thing as this. You can check them out for yourself. We got a calculator. We type in, as an example, 6 times 4 equals 24. If you really wanted to, you can type in 0 divided by 0 to infinity and beyond. I'm sure you could probably figure that quote. We have other things. We have flip coin, roll dice, 8 ball. You know, it's pretty basic stuff. We have old timer, password generator. These are the exact same things as you've seen before in the main tools. They're just inside the search bar itself. So let's go on to QR code generator. So we can type something into the QR code. So hello world. As an example, maybe we want to scan a QR code. We can do that. Let's hit start. Let's allow. And I'm not sure what it's set to at the moment. Okay, Logitech. Oh, there's my camera. So let's go ahead and have a look at the screen. And there you go. Hello world. If we really wanted to, we can copy the link above. Hit reset. Let's paste it in here. And hit rescan. There it is. Next up, temperature converter. Say it is -40. Maybe it's -32 Celsius. That's what it would be in Fahrenheit. So we have say it next. I'm just going to copy this. And I'm going to paste it in here. And I'm going to play it.
Say it is text-to-speech synthesis. Depending on the browser and device used, you can use different speech voices. Use pitch, rate, and volume to change the output.
You have others in here as well, depending on the browser. But we can also do, hello world, how are you doing today?
Hello world, how are you doing today?
So we got unit converter next. We got acceleration. We got all these others that are in here. We got time. Let's go back to acceleration. You get the idea. We have URL shortener in here. Let's copy this link up top. Let's put it in here. We want to shorten that. There it is. Let's copy it. Open that, new tab, enter. There we go. So all these search page functions have tags right here. As you can see, there's some right here like QR code generator. If you type that into the search bar, it'll actually show the QR code. And there's a lot more sitting in the help page if you really want to look through it. We have other pages in here about changelog. I'm very active in the changelog. There's a ton of stuff in here. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. So as you can see, this is January the 29th. And if you want to look at the time, I have that disabled right now. There it is. So that's the time. So that was just yesterday. We have a community chat in here. I won't show that on here just for privacy reasons. Contact, copyright, help, homepage, search, open source, cookie policy, you know, all the basic stuff that's in here. But we want to have a look at one page, and that is the settings page. On the settings page, we have speed dial, notepad, notes, and to-do list. Now, when I was mentioning that you can back up your notes, your top notes as well, that's this fella up here, and your to-do list, you can do that. Same thing with the speed dial. It's very, very handy if you have to clear your browser's cache because the site itself uses local storage. So if you do clear your browser's cache, everything gets wiped out and reset. So it's always best to save it in a text document. Then that way, if you want to paste it back in here, everything is back to normal the way it is, which is very, very handy. So we can back up. You see this hello world. That's the exact same thing that's at the top right here. notes. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Speed dial. We have to-do list. So as an example, let's go to the original page right here. Let's delete these. Now they're gone. When I go to refresh, they're not there. And I'm just going to clear this out. So when I go to back up, there's nothing there. So when I paste it in here and hit replace, refresh, there it is. It's back to normal. Same thing goes with the rest here as well. So that's really, really handy. The same settings that you saw that was in the menu up here in the site settings are also right here. We have themes. We can preview the theme right here. We can enable it. There's even a Christmas one. Special occasion. A little snow flying. Pretty basic. We can even customize our own theme if we really wanted to. So as an example, the background can be green. Pretty fugly, but I'm going to mess around with this and I'll actually make a theme out of this. All right, so I have made a theme just using this. And let's have a look at it on the main page. Let's refresh. There it is. Looks all right. Some work that needs to be done. But yeah, you can always adjust it if you really wanted to. And we can reset it. So everything's back to normal again. What's really, really handy about that is if you really wanted to, you can modify an existing theme. So if you didn't like the original background, there you go. When you refresh, it'll be just like that. But it's using this theme right here. So that's pretty handy. You can tweak the original themes if you really wanted to. So we can reset. And let's bring it back to normal. Perfect, huh? When you do style a theme, you do have styling examples in the bottom right here. That way you have a rough idea about how you're going to style it. So we got an example of the main search page, the autocomplete menu, results, and everything else that's in here. So that would help you out a little bit to figure it out so you don't have to go to the page, refresh it, and then having to tweak it here and refresh it again. You've got everything pretty much on this page to help you out. So let's have a look at the RSS feed. So we go to country. There's a bunch of news in between everything that's in here. Now these are RSS feeds from other locations, so not all of them work. I have to keep an eye on them, make sure that they do work. As an example, Nintendo Times right up here is not working. So that will have to be fixed. That's out of my control though, so I got to keep an eye out on that. So we got US and Canada. This is actually using CBC for this one. We'll go back. We got NASA news. We got sports. There's lots of sports in here, so hopefully it helps you out. So ST has a pretty cool function. It uses web app manifest to make a virtual app without having to install an app. If you have a browser, as an example, let's open up Chrome on the phone. We can go up to the three little dots at top right hand corner and it says install app. Let's hit install. There we go. So now, there it is. If I want to, I can drag it out of there. And let's move it right here. So now when I click it, there it is. Hello world. Voila. Now we have ST on the phone. Well, if you came this far into the video, congratulations. I'm actually kind of happy that I was finally able to make a video of this. I've spent months working on this version, and to have it done to the point that I can now show it, I'm happy with that. But I would always like to hear what you guys actually have to say about this. I'm always open ears to requests, to if something needs to be fixed or whatnot. I'm always constantly updating it, maybe a little bit more than I should. I should be paying more attention to my YouTube channel, but hey, yeah, this is one of my favorite little projects, and I'm always updating it, and hopefully add more features in the future. I know I didn't show the chat for privacy reasons. If you want to look at it for yourself, you can. Maybe I'll make a video on that all separately by its own. But in the meantime, I'll just keep that out. ST, there is an ST form. This is just on distractedburn.com. So yeah, there's a section on there. If you have any suggestions or whatnot, you can always go into there. I see right here. It's fairly new as well. But yeah, you can just add something in here, and I'm always looking at it. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy this video. Please do rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.